Welcome back. So in our previous videos, we talked about content validity, construct validity, concurrent validity. Now let's learn about another type of validity, which we call it predictive validity. As the word itself suggests, predictive. So when we think about any measurement tool, any test or assessment tool that we develop, predictive validity refers to the power of predictability of that particular test. So let's say if I'm developing a test of let's say to measure anxiety, then the predictive validity would be how well this test can predict future behaviors of people who are having anxiety. A very good example to understand this concept is SAT test. I'm sure you all have heard about this test. SAT test is a well-popular, widely used test in U.S. Among high school students. So when students, they complete their high school, go to college, they take SAT test. And what SAT test does, it basically assesses them on all the variables, on all the qualities, competencies which is needed to succeed in college. So SAT test actually, it has a very high predictive validity when it comes to assessing the college success of the students who are going to college. So, and that's why this test is widely accepted by all the colleges, universities, because it helps them to predict very well who has a better chance of being success in college, and that's how they use it as a criteria to give admissions to in their undergrad programs. So SAT test, if you look at a test and read its manual, it shows a high level of predictive validity. So predictive validity is it refers to the extent that a test can predict future outcome, future behavior. There is another test which is widely used in graduate programs across U.S., which is called GRE test. Graduate Record Examination Test, GRE test. Now this test is used across all university colleges in admissions to graduate courses, graduate programs. And this test, GRE, has a very high predictive validity, reason to assess a future success of graduate students who are studying in colleges and universities. So students are asked to take GRE test, and higher your GRE score is, the better are your chances to get admissions into graduate programs in various colleges and universities. So any test, whether it's a academic related test or let's say a psychological test, predictive validity is the ability of the test to predict future behavior, future outcomes, and that's what predictive validity is. To measure the predictive validity, generally again the correlation analysis is done. So let's take the example of GRE test. So let's say person A, person B, person 3. So let's say there are 3 participants who took the GRE test, and then their score, let's say the score 1 is 130, score 2 is 120, 3 is 100, and let's say 4 is 50. Now, these scores are now correlated with the success in graduate programs. So what is their success? Are they really doing well? Are they not doing well? And all these things. And you see the correlation. If the correlation is high, meaning the student who score higher on GRE test, they finish their graduate courses successfully with very high scores, versus the student who score low on GRE, they tend to struggle in their graduate courses. So this correlation is what the predictive, how we measure the predictive validity of a test. So generally, predictive validity is often you will see that in exams or tests like SAT or GRE or GMAT or TOEFL, all these standardized tests which are taken for academic purposes. So these tests tend to have high predictive validity, and that's why, because of their high predictive validity, colleges, universities accept those scores while making decisions for providing admissions in their programs. I hope it clarifies what predictive validity is. I'll see you again in another video. Till then, have a good rest of the day. See you again.